Welcome to Quiet Time Tuesday, young family. So glad you could join me. You know, we've had a long stretch with COVID-19 dating all the way back to March. It's been crazy, and it's been long, and it's been odd, and it's been different, and it's been hard. But at the same time, it's had a lot of blessings attached to it as well. But one thing I just really wanted to share from my heart is you've probably heard me reference a number of times that one of the joys and blessings that I feel has come from sheltering in place and through this pandemic is how we've been able to live out Deuteronomy 6 in our homes. And I think most of you are probably familiar with the passage I'm speaking of, but I wanted to read it today for you again, just so that it could really resonate in your minds and your hearts. Starting in verse 4, it says, "Listen, O Israel," or listen, young families. "The Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your strength. And you must commit yourselves wholeheartedly to these commands that I am giving you today. Repeat them again and again to your children. Talk about them when you're at home and when you're on the road and when you're going to bed and when you're getting up. Tie them to your hands and wear them on your foreheads as reminders. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates." The children of Israel were commanded in Scripture to teach what they had learned in Scripture to their children, and to talk about God and His amazing holiness and greatness over and over and over again in everyday situations. When you're getting up, when you're laying down, when you're walking on the way or riding in your car, things are a little bit different now. But that command is still something for us today. And the one thing that I see as a blessing from all this is, for a long time, everything was paused. There were no sports practices, there were no running kids back and forth. We could have concentrated time as a family, which that sometimes causes a little bit of frustrations too. But parents, I just really wanted to urge you today and just kind of fan the flames of what this is saying. God has given us as parents, you and me, a huge responsibility of passing on to the next generation about Jesus Christ. And we are the ones, as parents, who are responsible for the spiritual formation of our children. The church, Children's Ministries, is here to support you in that. But God's intent always was for the parents to be the ones who pour into the lives of their children. I wanted to read one more passage quickly from Psalm 78. And again, this is talking about listen to my instructions. And it talks about, I will teach you the lessons from our past, stories we have heard and known, stories our ancestors had handed down to us. We will not hide these truths from our children. We will tell the next generation about the glorious deeds of the Lord, about His power and His mighty works. And it says, for He issued His law to Jacob, He's given His instruction to Israel. He commanded our ancestors to teach them to their children, so the next generation might know them, even the children not yet born. And they in turn will teach their children, so each generation should set its hope anew on God. Wow. Or as Newt Larson, if you were at church on Sunday, would say, whoa, that is a huge responsibility, but we're in this together. And so I just want to encourage you, if during this time, if it's been easy to let some of those things go as far as pouring into your children, I just pray that you will really see this as an extremely important role in your life, that you will take Sundays, and even though Sundays have been really different, and many are worshiping online and some are coming to our outdoor service, I would encourage you to establish a Sunday morning routine with your kids. And if you're watching online, pause it and talk about things and have some discussion. And make sure your kids are staying connected. You know, we are putting online content out there. We do our Olivet Kids Worship online on Sundays, but you could show it anytime. But I would really, really encourage you to make it a point to have them stay connected in that way until we can all be together again. So that's my heart for you today. We have a huge responsibility, but what a joy it is to invest in this generation, our children, so that they can tell the next generation about our awesome God. I love you guys, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Talk to you later. Bye.